Oh my god, that's gonna do my head in if I can't remember that band. I need to look. Just fucking blue eyes of cult. Thanks almighty. There's a big Rob. Sometimes it takes even a minute or two to get through to this session. Strange, isn't it? You'd think it would be right there, kind of in its brain. Those players that you were most recently with. I think it might just be me that's not got it. Everybody else seems to be leaving. Just right direct way, hopefully. Yeah. So what do I do? Yeah, coaches' jobs are always tight. So I like them. Oh, it's like a tight chicane in there. Halfway, right at the start. Or right at the end. I always forget which way round the dots go. I'm sure it's red to green, that's the direction of travel. I'm sure, I could be wrong. Yeah, I think red's the finish line and green's the first checkpoint. Not checkpoint 1. I think it could be the other way around. Aye. And red's the last checkpoint. It's like better to remember something like that after so many hours of playing, but I have absolutely no idea. I'm always forgetting. Strange, I just can't remember some things like that. It just gets washed away in the brain. Not relevant. As a kid, I would have known that, like, without shadow of a doubt. Yeah. Where are we? Here we are. Hopefully get another couple at least. Alright, a level 2. Looks like a genuine level 2. There's a new character. Yeah, certainly. Ah, my friends list is all gone. There certainly is a fair reasonable amount of people online, but doing this, it's definitely another race one with the, I think it's the stunt crew, I'm not too sure. This, I think it's the same time doing the stunts. Oh, typically just going, got a phone call, hold on a minute. No, not hold on a minute. I'll be off for a minute. I'll catch you in a second. Hey, sorry. Hey, back. So back just in time for it to start raining. Perfect. Yeah, I like the rain. And in any driving game, I always prefer when it's raining. I don't know why. Just the extra challenge, I suppose. Yeah. I ended up not too far behind. I've taught myself over quite a long time to be quite good at, well, I wouldn't say quite good at playing with one hand, but as far as playing with one hand goes, I'm probably better than the vast majority of people. Because I'm sure I'm one of the only people that does that. Well, say when I was a kid, I had a friend who was, yeah, it's just a bit sad story for him, but he was paralysed on one side, so he could only use, I can't remember whether it was with his left or right hand side, but he used to play with one hand entirely. He was incredible at it, don't get me wrong, I'm nowhere near that level, but he had to do it all the time. He would put the controller down, and then, like, literally just use one hand, no, as you kind of would just, like, by instinct do it. Um, Back then, it would have been just, well, before PS1 controllers, really, PS1, before the analog stick. I don't think I would have seen him using analog sticks. He passed his driving test and stuff like that when he was older. It was it was really, he was just really very smart guy. And I can't remember what happened to him. I think I'm sure it was a car accident or something like that. And he was very young, you know, it was basically his whole life. So yeah, that was incredible, and ever since then I always, you know, tried, you know, you'd say I would play, but you have to play with one hand as well, you know, stuff like that. I'd obviously trash you. Um, yeah, now what I do is I just use, because it's all, especially if you're driving in GTA, it's actually quite easy. You just hold it with my left hand, and then just use the accelerator on the leg. You've got your brake, everything in the left hand. Um, it's not too difficult in racing in GTA. Other things when you're in like a guy running around and trying to do it the way he done it with, you know, the camera and the thingy, it's very difficult, very difficult. You'll maybe occasionally see me running like a total idiot, or barely running at all. I don't do it often. Usually I'm doing it for like a brief second, or lighting the cigarette again or whatever. Cigarette. I figured out the red one, the red dot's checkpoint 1 and the green dot is checkpoint 2. That's how it is. No start grid checkpoint, because the start grid's before where the dot was. The dot's right in the corner. I will definitely forget that. This is certainly not the first time I've figured that out. Oh. Yeah, the rain's definitely making it a whole ton quicker. I really like actually getting to use an furnace. All these other guys towards the back are in stocks. Yes, I'm gonna make it, I think. Hey, Juniper, how's it going? Just finishing off race 1. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, the rave. Yeah, very smooth, that's for sure, for cropping, nothing dragging out. Nice streety. Yeah. I think the extra lane, what to say, the extra tracking was certainly well put in. Very rare to see that area joined on. With a new part, it's always like kind of the parts that are there. Very nice. Oops, what did I do there? Oh yeah. Yeah, so I would just hope the jump gets in time. If not, just also triangle. I usually just wait and puts down. It's probably as well just always getting the timer down. I feel. Yeah, yeah, I can understand why, because also it might end up people just taking fucking forever. Another playlist. Yeah, double-edged sword. Let's see what's, I'm just gonna pop in the game chat, see what this guy's going on about. It doesn't seem like he's making any noise. I think maybe his mic's just making a little bit of background noise or something. Can't hear anything. I didn't ask him, I just went in music. Nothing worse than music blaring or whatever. Is sunny down your way as well, Otto? Today? Yes, it's been pretty much, well, for Glasgow, glorious the past 2 days. I think it's been like 25 degrees or something. That's ridiculous. Yeah. Oh, yes. This is really fitting down in the canals and it's a slightly damp track. That's how it should be. Not too wet, but just wet enough. A canal. Oh, he's stuck. Oh yeah, there's quite a lot of lighting on this one, I think. Night time. I think so. I don't know. I don't know how. Yeah, perfectly built. It's building anyway at the back, isn't it? It's certainly something Norton always says. I hate it at night time. So I'd be surprised if it was set for at night time. He definitely didn't like nighttime racing. Much prefers daytime racing, and rightly so. And races shouldn't be at night time in real life anyway. GTA certainly much easier. GP in the daylight. Just trying to remember where the lighting is. It's really brilliantly built. Yeah. I think this was originally made for bangers. I'm sure it was in. That's where I'm remembering it from. Yeah, he must have built it for as a GP. Called GP, but I'm sure this only got used in bangers. But I know it's through. Maybe it's probably there's probably a second version that's similar. Yeah, the banger one will maybe have higher walls at some areas. I can't get out of my head that it's not 8 o'clock with stars at. Half 7. Look at the time and I thought, why is it not even 8 o'clock? What? That's a lie. Oh. He's quite going away from second as well. Looks like. Hey, looks like another comet. Oh, sorry. Oh, James. Some time. I'm surprised this not been in. Surprised it's not been in Racewars. Hey, I think the bangers one, the banger version of that one's probably called whatever his banger series is, Pure Banger Racing. Pure Banger Racing. Yeah. Yeah. Slipped under the radar. Not many. So it's, don't know if I've seen select shots. Oh well. I don't know if I've ever spoken to him actually. I might not have. Oh. Jeez. I think I think he made loads of GPs. I think I could be wrong. Let's have a wee look. Oh no, a mix of everything, mostly off-roading, if it's a race, or bangers. Oh yeah, sorry, I was getting mixed up with something else. Death matches and everything on there. Oh, he's not creating any more, unfortunately. Oh, no club. Oh, there's only one person at the club. No, it was starting the Brios, I want it. Yeah. It's just over my £1 million limit. 1.1, I might buy one. Yeah. That's crazy, isn't it? Yeah. Aye, it's a funny car, isn't it? It's really a bit. Aye, it can roll and all sorts, it can do a lot of different stuff. What's going on here? There's only one car in the compacts class, it's called Pants. Oh, shortcut, yes. Shortcut again. That was the risky one. it's really good route, pretty high pace on the toes throughout. It's an underneath section. It's all important. Ooh. I do really like the panel, that's for sure. Surprised the club's not a lot harder to drive than it is. Yeah. Maybe just preparing for the PS5 and everything, getting that bit faster. Maybe. Everybody's thinking it's 8, everybody else is thinking it's 8 o'clock, I think, still. Oh. Definitely one of the things about getting the templates back is getting all those kind of props back, place them all in a winner again now. I take it you're probably using the templates for the first time, or yeah. Yeah. Yeah, God. I was thinking that you were saying that would be about the kind of time you started getting in the crater. You started using them now though, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a wee bit strange. Yeah, 2 seconds, I'm gonna need to answer my door, sorry, hold on a minute. Somebody's buzzing. It'll probably be my neighbours though. Hey, am I there? Let's go in there. Yeah, on. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Did you hear that buzzer, by the way? Did you hear that? My house buzzer. Aye, it's also my house buzzer. I was saying flat, so it's a buzzer, so it's pretty loud, you know. I was just wondering if you could actually hear it through the microphone. That's good. Aye, it's just kids. Yeah, just kids upstairs. Like, what, 6 children that live in the different flats or whatever. As I even open the doors to millions of kids, it's like, oh god, don't even entertain them. They're just getting in for upstairs. I heard them all go upstairs. Like, literally young children. It's good close. Don't get like teenagers or whatever drinking in a close friends like that. They're not at that age yet. They won't be allowed to. Oops, soft tyres, don't forget. Yeah. Ah, nice. Was this 9 lap? Sorry. Ah, excellent. Ah, that worked out nicely. Like 9 minutes, 10 minutes even more. Perfect. I think definitely be worth doing that. We're certainly time. I don't know if we were talking about that last week. I was thinking about that through the week. Seeing about your time thoughts for the different races, but I definitely like the idea. That's for sure. I think it will go on well. Yeah, probably. Yeah. I actually didn't even notice where the trigger was. I don't know what I was doing. I was not looking at my TV screen long enough. Oh yeah, I was. Gears boost. Oh, nice. I was about to say, is that yacht? The year 4. Oh shit! I don't think I meant it. I think I pressed my button accidentally. Yeah. Ah, I'm gonna try and keep my tyres for as long as possible. I'm not gonna lock up or anything from now. See how long I can get. Really interesting dynamic. Yeah. Nah, that was rubbish. difference in keeping tyres good and not keeping them good, if that makes sense. You can get a good sense of it in the physics. Oh, that wasn't good. Oh, that wasn't good either. Yeah, sorry, I kind of stopped in my tracks at what I was saying about the time. There's definitely time to add in a couple extra laps, no longer race in there or whatever, judging from last week. Yeah. Okay, because hopefully not giving an answer. He's been having connection issues the past couple of weeks. Sure, goes down in Brazil, I'm sure. What did you choose for your tyres, Hondo? How are they looking? Yeah, it's exactly the same as me. Oh. These are starting to, I'm thinking I might actually have to come in at the end of this coming lap. Possibly. I can't wait. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure that's what's supposed to happen. I can't remember where I seen that, or definitely on YouTube, but I can't. Yeah. Program. It's certainly, I don't know if it was Rockstar or a creator's video. It's certainly talking about that and how it's supposed to deteriorate, and there's like 3 marks. It's like full and then half and then totally dead kind of thing. Sure, it was something like that. So end of lap 4. I've got to go on all lap. Oh god, this might not end well. Aye, this isn't going to go well. No, I've not had it yet. But they're getting... They're almost red, I'd say. It's not orange anymore. Oh no, that was a bad idea. No warning yet though. Oh, I can feel, yeah, I definitely feel a big difference. I can see a difference actually. Sliding just a bit more. Alright, yeah, they're red. Oh, that seems like that's it. Game over. It's now going to slide all over the shop. Yep, there goes one tyre. There goes two tyres. Pretty far. I didn't get any warning at all. It came through just there, which is far too late. Oh, this is going to end up in a misery. Hi. Shit, the front tyres are going as well. You can actually. Oh no, that's the shadow. Okay. I think you can actually see the tyres deflated. I'm not 100% sure. Still changing? Oh, sorry. Hey, that's better. I'm definitely going to test the jobs. I wouldn't worry too much about doing like 10 laps or whatever. Just sometimes I just. Oh no, yeah. Yeah. Usually what I do is just put a one lap and then go around maybe a couple of times, miss checkpoint, reverse or whatever. Depends on the track if I've know it or don't know it. Crater as well. Yeah. Certainly for time as well. Figuring out how long things are going to be can be a bit of a problem if you've got on one lap, sometimes two. Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, certainly it's the way I found. It's one first lap just kind of flap around, and then second lap go flying lap. Which would make good sense in that way. As I say, it just depended on a number of factors, if I know the creator, the reason why I do the track, whatever. Street tracks are always easier. When it's tracks like this, you've just no idea what it's going to be like because it's all above the ocean. Yeah, a few respawns. Yeah, it'd definitely be this kind of right time for the two pits or one, if you can make it work. Maybe he's stuck in them. Possibly, I'm not too sure. I've not hit it too hard. Definitely better sunken in. Oh, James almighty. Ah, burst the tires as well, I forgot about that. So far behind. Good representation of real racing though, that's what was happened. A couple of hours behind. Some. There obviously one splashed to the pit stops. I think maybe with the rain on, it was maybe even what 2, maybe 3 pit stops. How often you spin out? Oh shit. Oh, what's that? Alright. That's not what we want. Yeah. There you go. It definitely does seem a bit unusual doing such a long race. I think all the time, apart from parkouring, etc., I don't know the time. I'm sure we did contact racing for a while. I think the races were half an hour long, 20 minutes, half an hour, like somewhere in that region. Maybe not quite even as long as that, maybe 15 minutes. Maybe, I can't remember, it was too long ago. A few years ago now. It's interesting in that. I quite like it. I don't know what others would think if it's a bit too long, maybe. I'm sensing that might be maybe not the general consensus, but certainly a couple of people would think. It's hard to say. I think what we were suggesting. Yeah, absolutely. Seven or eight would have been certainly sitting a bit closer to what you were suggesting. The 12, 9 to 12. I can't even remember now. 67 minutes for most, and then what was it, 12 minutes for the longer ones? Oh, it was just on the top end then. Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, I mean, for me, it's a necessity. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Every 67. Well, I think Agjags was what 67 minutes, and we all had to pit 7, 8 minutes maybe. Absolutely. Yeah, there's certainly space for it. If it's a new racing mechanic that's based on real racing, it's got to be in Race Wars. Surely we've got to try and find that kind of space. Oh, just stick on the blade. yeah, a bit more time as well for the next season, for the next list of like fresh list. Right, so the next one will be best of, I think. Best of next. Usually what I do is usually just leave it as long as possible for people to vote on this week. Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll probably try and look to do that. Probably like Thursday or Friday, and then obviously, I imagine you'll be able to make up the playlist on Thursday or Friday. I'd imagine surely, even Saturday if needed. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'll probably do that probably Thursday to give you enough time and to jump on to GTA Online and no, actually like build the playlist for the evening. I could even build it as well. You can go through you can bookmark playlists. I don't know if you can do that on the social club though. Surely you can. Ah, you can. You definitely can. Yeah, yeah. I'll just like pick them out as they usually would in the other ones, and then prepare the thread, and then maybe just post it up on Thursday, Friday, Thursday or Friday, somewhere in there. I think yeah. Just in case you were busy, particularly busy on Thursday and Friday, and you couldn't do it in 2 days or whatever. That's cool. That's cool. Um, oh, Rainbow Tunnel. Yeah, it's hard to say. I usually, as I say, try to leave it as long as possible. That's what I say. Maybe even Friday. Leave it on Thursday and then do Friday. I'll be hosting the vault on Friday night, so I'm just a wee bit. Well, actually, I'll have that set up. But I'll probably most likely do that on Thursday. I should have plenty of time, so it shouldn't be a problem. So I was so worried in case if I did do it on Friday, wouldn't have the time. It should be fine. If I do it late on Thursday night, I'd imagine do the vault first because it's Friday. Oh, we go over the bridge as well. I didn't even notice. Ah, straight back over. Lovely. This doesn't even feel like a bridge. Oh. Yeah. That's a lot to it, to the scenery. Really feels like a mini racetrack in the game, so it's hidden away. a couple of wee open gaps here and there. There doesn't seem to be, there should be any issue unless you're maybe in the contact racing. You're getting pushed down a wee hole and get stuck. It's just always so different. Thinking about contact racing though, it's just like a totally different kettle of fish altogether. I've ever watched people doing contact racing in GTA and the tracks they use, you know, this would be like this. And I was like, how the hell do they actually manage? It's probably one of the hardest parts for us as a crew to do the contact racing because there's so many different skill levels. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, it's certainly always worked in the Rallycross is a good point. It's also a wee bit smaller lobby, but it can still be very, very big. You know. Yeah, it makes a big difference. Generally, often yeah, that bit's a wee bit iffy. Generally, often the Rallycross tracks are always tight, because obviously they're limited space for using mud, you know, and dirt. You know, it's not really. It's always small tracks. Yeah, that'd be brilliant. These were something they could have done. Yeah. Oh fuck. Absolutely. There's plenty of creators out there, like creating games which you can create in. Their creators have these kind of aspects. Don't know if it'd be possible though with a fully built world like this though, if that makes sense. Yeah, yeah, so you'd love to use set like jelly. Take it up and there's no putting it right back together. Got to unset it then set it again, it's just not possible. Yeah, I got the end of it for a minute, but I didn't quite catch it. I think it was something about a car. I think it was the same as if it was the same. I'm not even sure. I'm not too sure at all. I was going to take it then. It was on a blade, so I was like, the blade's the best. I quite like the blade. Certainly not the best car. I think the quick's the best in muscle now, but it's not miles ahead. Yeah, the Dominators aren't too far behind, and the Blade's not too far behind either. I don't think. Depends on the track, I think. I could be slightly wrong. My knowledge is more so for the older cars, not quite well. Yeah. Oh, actually, I had somebody messaged and they wanted to join the event. I think I'm not 100% sure. I just thought I was a random person. Oops. Well. Oh, 8 laps for this, or 7? What do you mean? Oh, no. Oh, sorry, I must have missed the message. The sound of it. I'm no idea. Oh, right, okay, no, sorry, I totally misinterpreted. I didn't realise, mess, what, I can't remember what I said. I was in the menu trying to read something from, I knew, somebody just joined the show, I think today, and that's who messaged me. I just got it half an hour ago or something, so I'm like, well, they obviously messaged because they wanted to join our event. Oops. Aye, that's what I'm saying, it'll happen. You get people messaging, I go, half an hour ago, they'd already started, so I must have just missed it. Yeah, that's what happens, no, you can't do it, it's just, I messaged back saying, yeah, well, same time next week, or it depends what they ask you, really, you get used to these kind of fine details, you don't need me to tell you anything like that. Sorry. No, he's done a really good job around the area, going in between the two buildings. That lane's was a popular lane back when the game first came out for building races through, and no, I didn't really ever feel like anybody got it right because of the lack of props. There was only 50 props back then that you couldn't place, you dropped them like bricks. It was always kind of funny. Yeah, it's an awesome job it's done there for that section. I'm having a good race with 3 people, I think, but they're a full lap ahead of me. they keep overtaking me and then I just overtake them again. But to and fro. That's now. Why have I not lost a place? Oh. What on earth's that kind of sporty Jeep? Oh, is that the GP200? Looks like a bit like a Jeep from behind. Yeah. Looks like one of the kind of sporty Range Rovers that are dead low. Yeah, it is. I think I've said that a few times. I think, what on earth is this guy smoking? Yeah, it looks a bit like, you know I don't know the model, but it's definitely a Range Rover, like one of the brand new ones. They're dead low. I've no idea what it's called, but nah, see, I don't particularly. Well, yeah, it's probably as simple as that. Yeah, one of the so I worked in Subway. I used to go around different stores and all sorts of different areas. I'd quite often work in a really well off area. It's just like all Range Rovers and fucking. I think guy had a Lamborghini. And we always just drive around the village. Get a Honda, you know, not a fucking Lamborghini, just driving around. Aye, if you can afford it, I see all these kind of cars all the time. It's unbelievable. Yeah, probably right. I generally go sedans if I'm driving around that kind of area. Yeah, sedans in the. Well, they're more like kind of LS customs around that section. I always usually go sedans. I think definitely coupes would probably be best. It was other one compacts. Do you know what I said? Gorgeous. Um, ooh, Saturday. Is Rallycross this week? Yeah, isn't it? Be the Rallycross tomorrow. I'm not too sure. Yeah, he's usually well early, a week early, usually. Maybe just be a bit busier. No, Rallycross September 6th. Sunday Study, Gillespie's Road does his Sunday Study one tonight, I believe. Or tomorrow morning. Probably tomorrow morning, he's busy later on. September the 20th tomorrow. Yeah, it's supposed to be tomorrow. Not too sure how many rallycross jobs there are entirely. I know CSI will have a whole load from the past. I'm sure there'll be enough. That'd be would be more of my concerns, I think. No, I don't think so. Don't think so. I think actually the opposite. That's the one thing that I would have thought. But I think Seaside knows the best. I'm sure he's mentioned there's plenty. I think we've done it before. We definitely went for quite a while. I want to say it was about a year it was running for. Yeah, I'm sure it was. So we had. I think that was maybe monthly though. Aye, I think it was monthly. There just wasn't enough space in the calendar. It's still 100 jobs or something. And obviously all the jobs made sense then. Oh no, that's not going to go well. Oh, it did. Oh, flat out. It's so equal between like 5 people. They're literally all still inside each other. Oh, not anymore. Spoke too soon. Oh, that was dubious. That was a dubious tyre hit there. I think now just that downhill bit, it's weird blind you could do with a wee arrow or something just to say this is the point to aim. Through I think that's where the Leicester lives, I think. I've never been to his house. Yeah, the tight section. It's got loads of stuff around the side. You kind of lane bit. A narrow street. Oh no, out. Yeah. too sure if I'll be able to make the Alcross this week. I'm busy with a few things tomorrow. Probably should be able to go back for that. So it's 7, half 7. Close. There was a... I think everybody else is quite far behind. Ray is racing. I think he's it might actually be on his last lap. In fact, no, he's still got. No, I think he is on his last lap. He might make it. Yeah, he is. He's gonna. He's not gonna make it. There's about 35 seconds left now. Oh, he's actually reversing now. Oh, yeah, car park time. Oh, yeah, I think maybe General was talking about the amount of jobs in the playlist, I think. Not too sure. Yeah. Definitely. Two Kriegers making a baby together, it'd be a crying baby. Krieger. Oh, James. Looking good for time. Let's try to figure out. Moving to 10 with extra 2. No, 1. Or, sorry, it was just one race you were thinking about doing with. Oh, no, that was the one in with the 8, wasn't it? We'll wait and see anyway. It's looking okay to get a long race in there. Ran 2 other races. Time wise, anyway. Couple, yeah. Yeah. I do think. Yeah, you've just got to test out, see how it works. I do think. No, like let's say a 4 mile race usually have been done always only 2 laps kind of thing. No, 'cause 4 miles it's going to take 4 minutes a lap, roughly, whatever. So I think that's kind of unfair, even though you're thinking, oh, 8 minutes for one race, that's longer, so it's getting more time, more exposure. But Then on a short race, which is 8 laps, you get to see the lap more, if that makes sense. That makes sense, obviously. I've just not explained it well. It makes perfect sense. Yeah, I've always been for it. You're mixing it up a bit more. Yeah. But obviously with the added aspect of the pit lane on the tyres and all that, I mean, it's got to be tried. Mm. Absolutely. Yes, on Roosevelt. I'd be surprised, you know. Confident Roosevelt will actually keep up here. Most of these cars, depending on the track, as long as it's got a lot of straights, then it should be able to. Yeah, it'll click around that corner, that's for sure. It's underrated, this thing. Underrated. A lot of momentum once it gets there. Terrible acceleration, just don't lose the speed. Great brakes as well, actually, for what it is. Not gonna lie though, the reason I love it is because it's got the horn that it's got, isn't nothing really else to do with that. Just sounds like a wailing baby. It really must hate me. Yeah, it's not been too bad over as well. It keeps up. That's a lovely track. Yeah, I think I forgot to mention, first finish what I was saying earlier on, story of my life. With the previous week's threads, usually I just leave them open until I'm setting up like the best of, so I'll just leave them until I start taking the jobs down, like the link, etc. Copy and paste and blah blah blah. So I'll probably do that like maybe Tuesday or something like that, and start preparing, and leave an extra couple of days for this thread. I'll probably walk them over just on just like Tuesday, sorry, something like that. Usually I just send myself a private message, just so it's like there on the forum, rather than like I use Google, so the Google stuff doesn't well, maybe it does, I just do it wrong, use the wrong thing. The Google documents don't really work as well for me. Yeah, everybody has different things you're using, like with an Apple thing it might be totally different, you know, for this thing or the next thing. Even all Google things, whatever, I've just got a wee basic laptop, so Chromebook, sorry, so it's just quite sometimes, but that's what works for me. Well, not probably the best one to ask for tips and tricks with these kind of things. You know, obviously on the forum, used to the different buttons with the icons being stuff like that now. Used to really using them, but like kind of when it comes to different file types and all that kind of thing, I've got a basic understanding, but only a bit down my own head, if that makes sense. If it comes to trying to explain anything, of rubbish. Flip off the barn at the end. Lovely. Oh, thanks. Yeah, thanks very much for hosting. Yeah, forum. Yeah, it's the forum. Oh no, it's not everything else. It's got the lobby, the party, and all that kind of thing to sort out. If it would have been me, I would have been late today. I think what was it, 5, 10 past when I got in. That's what happens. Sometimes things going on. Got to go to the shop or whatever. You know, if that ever happens to yourself, you know, it's nobody's gonna get angry. You know, unless their job's first in the playlist. Kidding, of course. These things happen. Life's more important than video gaming. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I opened up the poll already. Double check. Yeah, sometimes with my wee Chromebook, it happens quite a lot. I'll open a poll and then it doesn't work. I don't know if maybe my thing goes into like sleep mode and then it like locks me out kind of thing. So I'll press a button, but it doesn't actually do it. If that makes sense. I just need to refresh things every time, kind of thing. Oh god, it's not a nightmare. It's brilliant though. It was only a wee £80 or something like that cost me when I got it like 4 or 5 years ago when I started doing the crew stuff. And it's fucking been brilliant. I use it for like, other things, watch TV on it and stuff like that now. I threw it onto my actual TV. It's much better than PlayStation's not very good for like BBC iPlayer and all that, as you probably more than know. Pretty awful. Last time I used them anyway, way back. Um, yeah, I'm going to shut off. I'll pop on the attendance, get some dinner just now, and I'll just try to think if there's anything else to mention about for next week. But best of, obviously nice, just easy. Obviously try and get it up Tuesday or Thursday. Thursday. Well, aye, Thursday because obviously for today's one. I feel like there's something else I'm missing. It's just been that busy doing too many different things. It's the only things I've missed today earlier on, but I just couldn't. I can get hold of people on the phone. If there's anything I missed, obviously just ask me, Hondo. Thanks very much again. I'm gonna get some chicken Kievs because I'm